Enough of fumbling in conversations because of your social anxiety. Because I was the exact same in March 2022. In this video, I'll compile 9 years of social skills knowledge to save you. So I'll give you 8 social skills which make women addicted to you. And if you stay to the end, I'll give you the ultimate hack to make any interaction flirty. 1. Compliments in passing. Compliments in passing means when you see a woman just walk to you, like walking like this, right? You see her around 3 feet, just say this: "Hey, I like your dress." And this is important because first of all, it shows courage. And second of all, you most probably would never see her ever again. What's the worst thing that can happen, right? You said, "Oh, I like your shirt." The worst reaction is, "Oh, gee, thanks." Or even worse, like she doesn't even reply. Or maybe she gives you like a weird look or something. But you most probably would never ever see her ever again. So it doesn't matter. And the best part of all is you did not ever do the wrong thing. You just said what you wanted to say. So it's foolproof. This is where you have some limiting beliefs. Like saying, well, what happens if like she calls the cops? Or what happens if she says like something bad? But the truth is, right, you didn't do anything wrong. All you did was literally say, "Hey, I like your blank." What's the worst thing that can happen? Or nothing bad is gonna happen because you just said what you wanted to say. You said what you wanted to say and you were nice and respectful about it. Again, worst possible reaction: "Alright, sorry, fist bump, have a nice day, take care." So there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Bro, when I first started doing compliments in passing, mine was horrendous, right? So when I first started, I was like umming and ahhing all over the place. So I saw like a cute, my 10 out of 10, walk past me, right? I could not even say a single word without stuttering. Umming and ahhing, didn't know what to do. But honestly, all I needed to do, and this is a great tip by the way, all you need to do is just open your mouth, okay? Take a breath of air and say the first compliment that comes out of your brain. And only compliment things which you actually like. Don't compliment things for the sake of complimenting things. For example, if let's say you see the person and you think they have a very bad fashion sense, don't say, "I like your fashion sense." That's not real. That's flattery and they can tell that. Instead say, "You like their hair. Hey, I like your hair." Because it's more legit, and it's more legit, people will actually listen to you more. So the actionable step is every single day, do 3 compliments in passing. Does not matter whatever you say, just do this framework. "I like your blank." And you will get so much respect from women. 2, speaking to a camera. Speaking to a camera is you just placing your phone and just speaking to it for maximum around 10 minutes every single day. Just minimum 5 to 10 minutes every single day. And this is very important because speaking to a camera is the hardest skill in the whole entire world. Because first of all, you're giving all of the input. Second of all, there's no one to tell you prompts or something else, right? Do it unfiltered, no filters, no whatsoever, just yap to the camera. It improves your speaking skills, it improves your creativity, and best of all, you can handle your time under your pressure. So now you know what it's like to be in a conversation. Because when you speak to hot girls, you can't be affording to and You can't be affording to be mind blank. You gotta be clear with your mind. You gotta speak what you want to speak, say what you want to say. Perhaps you have some limiting beliefs. "Oh well, I don't have enough time to record myself speaking to a camera every single day." "Oh well, I do not want to do content." Honestly, bro, you don't even need to post what you've said to the camera online. All you need to do is just 1 minute, okay? Like minimum 1 minute. Like bro, like do not cope, okay? I know you have a minute a day. You shit, okay? You do shit for 10 minutes. You have spare time, okay? A minute a day just to record yourself speaking to a camera. No no whatsoever, no weird anything, right? Speak to a camera, do what you want to do, say what you want to do, share about your day, share some stories. Just do it. Just do it for like a minute, a second. It's better than nothing. Taking action is better than not taking action at all. So do it and you will see it. Just do it for 30 days. I guarantee you, you will see your conversational skills improve by so much. Bro, when I first started speaking to a camera, I could not even look at the camera lens without my eyes darting here, without me looking everywhere, without me just having zero emotion, being emotionless, saying nothing at all. And it sucks, right? It sucks knowing that you have to speak to a camera to get better. But think about this, nothing good in life comes easy, right? If every single thing which you wanted came easy, every single guy would have it. But why don't they? They don't because they didn't want it bad enough. So if you want to speak to a camera, you gotta do it. Do it with gusto. Just be who you are on camera. Don't fake it till you make it. Just say what you want to say. It's once I implemented that That's when my conversations started going way better because I was way more creative. I actually knew how to speak and I reduced my stutter. So the actionable step for this part of the video is to speak to a camera for minimum for 1 minute every single day. 3. Co-approach. Co-approach is you going up to a complete stranger which you have absolutely no relation to, not a friend, not a classmate, no whatsoever, and speaking to them. And this is very important because if you want to get good at speaking to girls, you need to be approaching girls. That's the only way you're going to get better. You're not going to get better by just watching video after video without taking action. You need to be in the real world, doing some real world actions to actually build real confidence. And this is where you have some limiting beliefs, saying that I don't have time to approach, I don't know how to approach, and why should I even approach? Honestly, bro, ask yourself this. How much do you want to destroy your social anxiety suffering? Yes, you do, right? You see the hot girl, you want to speak to her, but you can't go up to her and say anything. And it's annoying. It's frustrating. I get it. I understand it. But think about this. You overthinking, you thinking that you're a loser, it's not helping you a single bit. How's it helping you a single bit? In saying that I don't have time to approach, I don't know what to do, well, maybe this isn't for me. Those are all stopping you. It's a mindset. You have the time to approach. Like literally, bro, like even if you don't go out of your way, like for example, like on the train, just say hi to someone. Like it's not like crazy thing, bro. It's not like a thing where you have to like freaking like dance on the train or something. It's just saying that. Ask yourself, if you actually wanted something, trust me, man, you would do every single thing in order to get it. Bro, when I first started co-approaching, it was bad reaction, bad reaction, bad reaction, bad reaction. And I first started by speaking to animals because I could not start by speaking to a single human without and umming all over the place. Honestly, reaction doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you give 100%. You were respectful. You did what you wanted to do. You lift up your own conscience. You always wanted the best for the other person. That's all that matters because you can never control the reaction. How can I control what you think about me? I cannot ever control it. But what I can control is how I act, think, and do. That's all I can control. So control that to the best of your abilities and your interactions will go by so much better because you're real to yourself. The actionable step for this part of the video is to co-approach 3 girls every single day. Just say this. What's up? I like your dress. 4. Being a social animal. This means that you aim to be as social as possible 24/7. Okay, realistically, it's not possible to be like energetic 24/7 extrovertedly. I don't really believe so. But you should try and aim to be more open-minded within yourself. And this is very important because the only way you're gonna get anything done in life is through open-mindedness. I'll give you an example, okay? Let's say you want to learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube. If you genuinely do not believe that you can solve a Rubik's Cube, I do not care how many hours you've spent working, researching, trying to figure out what exactly works to solve this Rubik's Cube. It's not gonna work. What's gonna work is you sitting down there and saying, you know what? I'm gonna spend every single living, breathing moment of my life believing and being more open to saying that I can learn, I can solve Rubik's Cube. I guarantee you, you will solve it with less than double of the time because you believed it. So that's very, very important. Perhaps you have some limiting beliefs. Like I'm an introvert. I don't like to be around people. There's a difference between wanting to approach but not approaching or not wanting to approach at all. Like there's a complete difference, okay, between you saying that, oh, that girl looks cute. Yeah, I just don't want to speak to her because I'm actually busy. Like I just don't feel like speaking to her. As compared to, damn, I want to speak to her, but I just don't know how to speak to her. You're probably in the damn, I want to speak to her, but just don't know how to speak to her. So stop coping. Stop coping to yourself. Stop saying that, you know, maybe I'm just a bit busy, but you cannot speak to her. If you can speak to her, but you don't want to speak to her, that's totally okay. But the problem is, right, you want to speak to her, you've been looking at her for the past 10 minutes in the train where you not even said a single word. That used to be me, okay? It used to be completely me. So in order to fix it, be open and being social. Be open and saying that, you know what, I just can speak to people. Don't label yourself as an introvert, extrovert. Like, I hate these terms, right? Don't label yourself in any of these terms because you're giving power away to these terms. Instead, just believe that I am social. What's the worst thing that can happen? Oh, well, have a nice day, take care. When I first started, right, I was so convinced that, you know what, well, I guess I have no energy. Well, I guess I'm annoying. And it resulted in interactions going horrendously because I believed that I was annoying. I believed in the mindset, right? Mindset is key to every single thing. If you have the wrong mindset, I don't care how many reps you do. It's completely futile because you don't have the right mindset behind it. Change the mindset. Once I changed it to approaching as annoying to, yeah, it's just a normal humans like cavemen do it in the past. They see a woman they want to speak to, boom, speak to her. It's just what people do. So go out, speak to the people. Trust me, what's the worst thing that can happen? Again, nothing. Like absolutely nothing. The actual step for this part of the video is every single day. Be open to being social. Be open to speaking to people. Do not be this closed off guy. Be more open. 5. Speak less, learn more. This means in the interactions, like you'll be actually surprised. I speak around 20%, they speak around 80%. And this is very important because a very harsh truth about human nature is that human beings, they care more about themselves than they care about you. I know it's very, very harsh. Same thing here. I care more about myself than I care about you. Like it's human nature, right? People don't say this, but it's the truth, okay? If you're able to extract some opportunities from that, what you should be doing is, in the conversation, right? Honestly, speak less. Learn more. Ask more about other person. I make more assumptions. Be interested in the other person. I can't emphasize this enough. The amount of people, right, who go in conversations and they think that they themselves are the GOAT and they don't even ask anything about anyone and they just yap about themselves and they result in such horrendous conversations because they're not allowing the other person to speak. In order for the conversation to be actually interesting, the other person needs to invest, right? And in order for them to invest, you need to be interested in them investing. Perhaps you have some limiting beliefs, like saying like, well, I think the other person is a bit boring. In that case, why are you in the conversation in the first place? If the other person, like, honestly, okay, I'll do a secret hack right now. If the other person is actually like really, really boring, okay? First of all, it's probably not their fault. Second of all, this is what you can do. Just say, hey, I gotta get going. It's a great conversation. Yeah, have a nice day. Take care. Boom. You see how you ended on a good note? You weren't like a dick. You wouldn't say like, oh, you're such a boring. And from there, you can find another person to speak to. So that's the worst thing. But listen, learn more. You'll be so surprised, right? The amount of things you can learn from people is so amazing. If you go into conversations and you just yap all over the place, you cannot learn. Learn more. And you have more topics to speak about with girls. Bro, when I first started speaking less, it was the hardest thing in the whole entire world. Because I used to be a guy who just blabs out of his mouth, right? I say whatever I want to say, do whatever I want to do, and speak like a lot of the time. But I had to keep reminding myself that you're not learning anything by speaking about yourself. Like I like this quote, there's a reason why the gods gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. It says that you speak less, you learn more, you listen more, okay? So that's what you should be doing. And once I listened more, people liked me more, I got more attention, and most importantly, I actually became smarter. I actually learned more. So the actual step is to speak less, learn more, and to be genuinely interested, right? Don't fake it, be actually interested in what they are saying. The moment, right, you are not interested, trust me, just leave the conversation on a good note, right? Say like, all right, fist bump, all right, I'm a bit busy right now, bro, but thank you so much for the conversation. I gotta get going. Please have a nice day, take care. Boom, problem solved. 6, think like a serpent. Just think like the guy, right, who is this leader. Think about the serpents, okay? How will a serpent eat their prey? Don't objectify, but this is how it actually works, okay? A serpent coils around its prey because a serpent is actually seductive. If you have this mindset, you can think like a better seducer. It is way better. And why is this important? Because first of all, you're not doing anything bad. You're just believing that you are seductive, right? You're not objectifying anyone. You're not saying that the girl is bad. You're just being a good person. And second thing of all is you're not inherently better than anyone. So you see how there's nothing bad in just believing that think like a serpent, think that you're actually seductive. It results in a bad conversation. And most importantly, it results in the girl having a bad experience with you. But that's not being a dick, right? You're not like saying like, oh, she's an object or some shit. You're saying what you actually want to say. And you're actually being seductive, so it actually works. Perhaps you have some limiting beliefs, like saying that, oh, this is such a like objectifying move. Bro, like you didn't say she's a bad person. Like you just said I'm a serpent. Like I just call around my prey. You know? Like whoever I want to speak to, I just do that. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? Think about this. What's the absolute worst thing that can happen when you believe that you're good at seduction? Obviously using the right assets, obviously don't like freaking just go out there like smashing people and stuff. But think about it, what's the worst thing that can happen? Probably nothing. As long as you give 100%, live by values, live by ethos, genuinely want the best for others, have the right intentions, nothing bad is gonna happen. The problem is when you don't have the right intentions, when you sort of think like, like women are objects and shit, and I got a year, that's the problem, okay? So do that, I guarantee you, right? conversations, right, will go by so much better, okay? Bro, when I first started thinking that I said, but this is what I exactly did. I'm not lying when I say this, okay? I would literally play Egyptian Cobra music within my head, okay? So I would play it before I go into the interaction. And this is the reason why. Based on my brain's logic, okay? You know rattlesnakes? Before the beat, like, of the serpentine, I don't know why, it just puts you in a better mood. Like, I get into a better mood overall after listening to the serpentine music. So listen to it, okay? Just search up Egyptian serpentine music on YouTube. Listen to it before a conversation. Just do it 1 minute before a conversation. I guarantee you, right, you would most probably become more open in the conversation and more seductive overall. So the actionable step is think like a serpent. Don't be weird. You are the man who's on the hunt to get a girlfriend. 7. Abundance in action. This means that you stop being desperate and actually believe. You actually believe you can actually get any goal that you want if you actually work for it. And why is this so important? Because think about it. What's the disadvantage? How's it bad to actually say, if I be a good person, give 100%, always improve, live by ethos, live by values, genuinely want the best for others, have the right intentions, always improve, grow, learn, and share, be courageous, curious, and consistent, never be complacent, then you cannot get any goal that you want. Okay, even if it's not true, what's the disadvantage? We didn't say she's a bad person and you didn't do anything wrong. If you work for something and you give it your heart, mind, and soul, I guarantee you can do it. With the right effort, of course, but you can do it. So believe in it. This is where you have some limiting beliefs. Like saying this is very egotistical. What's the disadvantage? Like, ask yourself, okay, what is the disadvantage of saying that I can genuinely do any single thing that I actually can do if I put my heart, mind, and soul into it? What's the bad thing about it? Like, if you just believe that, well, I'm not worth it, well, I can't get the girl, you will not get the goal. If you actually believe you can get the goal, if you give every single bit of yourself into the craft, even if you don't get the goal, at least you know that you tried. You know that you gave your best. Delude yourself into thinking that you can do it. If you don't believe you can do it, no one can help you. Believe you can do it. Bro, when I first started having this belief, I was desperately changing my own beliefs. I thought like only Chads could get girls, right? I thought like people who were just naturally born charismatic, naturally smooth, could get girls. But the truth is, I was thinking like, this is BS. It doesn't serve me any way whatsoever. Instead, I should just aim to be who I am. Say what I want to say, do what I want to do. Because again, what's the worst thing that happen? Oh well, have a nice day. You become better and you don't be desperate. And you stop clinging onto the girl. Now you actually become the guy who can provide for the girl. And now the girl is like, wow, you know, now I want to be with this man because this guy can actually provide. The actionable step. Have abundance. Speak to more people. Stop being caught up in the shell saying that, you know, I only can be with this one girl and no one else, when you don't even realize that you have other options available. Obviously, if you think that she's really the one, lock in, right? Lock in. I'm not saying not lock in, lock in. But you probably have not found the one yet. Probably have a lot of women. So understand that even if you lose a girl, there's still plenty of girls out there. Like, it happens to the best of us, right? It just happens, okay? So just do it. 8. Be nice to everyone. This means, regardless of rank, regardless of whoever they are, I don't care whether you live in the slum or whatsoever, I don't care, okay? I will be nice to every single person. And why is this very important? You know, I always hated this, right? That, oh, you only should be nice to people who you want to be around or something. But how does that make you a better person? Think about this, okay? If you're actually nice to everyone, you give and don't receive, right? You give, not receive. You just give. Don't expect to receive. It's all an extra, okay? Just give. Hey, I like your shirt. Hey, that's a nice day. Donate money. Just be nice to people, okay? People will reciprocate. And what's the best part? You're actually a good person. And you feel better about yourself. And that translates into real confidence. And women can sense the real confidence because you actually did what you're supposed to do. This is why you have some limiting beliefs, saying, what if I hate this guy? Then just don't speak to him. That's still being nice, right? That's still being nice. Like, you didn't say like you're a dick, okay? Just be polite in the conversation. Even if I don't like someone, I will not go up to his face and say, you are absolute dick. If I don't like someone, right, trust me, okay? I will not go up to him and scold the living shit out of him. I will not do that. Instead, I'll most probably call him out, but I would not be like, you're a dick. I'll most probably be like, bro, just don't do it again. Okay? Like, people just don't like you doing this. Be nice to people. Bro, when I first started, right, I was a nice guy. Okay? I was pretty much a dick. I was going around and I was just talking shit about people, saying a bunch of nonsense. And is it no wonder that people didn't like me? When I changed it, I said, you know what? Let me stop talking shit about people and actually being a nice guy. You know, let me just say what I want to say and do what I want to do while being respectful about it. It was so much better. And the best part of all is I felt like a better human being. So the actual step for this part of the video is to be nice to people. Try and be a more positive person. Stop thinking negatively. Be a nice guy. 9. Genuine curiosity. This means you actually want to learn from another person. And this is very important because that's the basis of all conversations. Mark my words. You go into a conversation, right, and you have nothing to be curious about, leave the conversation, okay? I'd rather you leave the conversations than go in there and give someone else a very shitty experience. I see this all the time, okay? Like, let's say someone speaks to you, and I see someone just use their phone and scroll, and you don't even look with them in the eye, and they nod and they listen to what they say, but that's not listening. Just like hearing, that's like going in 1 year in and 1 year out. That's not even listening. What you should be doing is to give your undivided attention to the guy who's speaking. It's basic respect. I don't know why people don't do it, okay? Just do it. This is where you have some limiting beliefs. Like saying, well, I'm kind of busy and I don't find him very interesting. Then again, just leave the conversation. Like, don't enter the conversation which you're not interested in. Like, why are you entering a conversation which you obviously know it's not worth amount of your time and you most probably will not gain anything out of it? Why are you in there anyway? Leave it, okay? Don't give the guy in the conversation a bad experience. Go into conversations which you find are meaningful. Your life gets better, you make other people's lives better. It is so much better. Bro, when I first started going to conversations, trust me, I had no attention span, okay? Like, I was looking around, eyes darting around, replying to people on my phone, people were speaking to me, and is it no wonder that people didn't like what I was doing, right? Wasn't no wonder. I'll tell you right, it does not matter if you listen to what I say, right, while using your phone, and you don't even give me 100% attention. Like, you have just lost all my respect. Because it shows you're half-assing listening. You're not caring about what I say, right? Even if you can regurgitate every single word that I tell you in real life, so what? You're not present. Without presence, right, trust me, I don't care like who you are actually. People will not respect you. Because you're not present, be present, okay? Once I started being present, people like me more. I resulted in better conversations overall. So the actionable step is to be present, be action curious in what people have to say in conversations. And the thing is, I know you perhaps feel a bit frustrated about changing your life right now, so I hope my story can really help you out. In March 2022, I was in the worst experience in my hometown life. Close to air conditioned rooms, no one believing in me, betrayed from multiple friend groups, scared as shit, insecure I was gonna return this year. I just felt absolutely pathetic. Honestly, every single day. I know exactly what it feels like when there's not a single person who truly understands your exact pain and suffering. Right? I'm grateful for the people who came and tried to support, but not a single one really felt like they understood the immense pain I was going through. Overthinking, saying, oh, well, you're just thinking too much about it. Well, it was days of crying my bed, thinking like, is this my hometown life? Cold sweat air conditioned rooms, and just jacking off consistently to girls that I can't even meet in real life. Or feeling so absolutely pathetic on the inside. But 3 years later, after the hard work and the right information, I transformed myself to be able to flirt with any girl, get any girl which I actually want, and most importantly, be free of the immense social anxiety that I was feeling for years of my life. Because I'm sure I had enough of every single day jacking off the girls that you can't even meet in real life. You see the girl you want to speak to, but you don't have the guts to go and speak to her. Or you can't help but just feel so disappointed within yourself. But I got your back because you're special for watching this video. This video is what the gods transcended towards you to destroy the social anxiety which you have been feeling for years of your life. Like, ask yourself this honestly. Do you actually feel satisfied living in such social anxiety, suffering for your hometown life? Absolutely not. So you gotta change it. And all it takes is just one mindset shift. You can be social. I don't know which guy lied to you in saying that you cannot be social, in saying that being social is so bad, it's so bad to speaking to people, especially as Asians, right? People say that it's so bad to be social. But I gotta understand, like, if you want to get a girlfriend, if you want to speak to people, if you want to get more friends, if you want to do every single thing in life, all it requires is communication skills. And what it takes is you going out there and speaking to people. I'm not going to get better, but just saying that I don't believe in myself. Believe in yourself. There's nothing bad about it. Believe that you can be social. Believe that you can speak to people. Trust me, your life gets so much better because we can do it. Regardless of how difficult your life is. Understand it. It's not easy, correct, to wake up every single day and say, well, I'm not socially blessed, but I don't exactly know what to do to be social. You can do it. You're just believing that you can become social. If you're serious and strong in social anxiety, I have 2 limited spots for one-on-one coaching. If you actually want to get the goals you want, click the link in the description below so I can send you the application form to book a call with me.